What is going on, everybody? Stas here. Welcome back to another video. So the markets are all over the place today. We have some indexes up, some indexes down. The VIX is down, the metals are down, crypto is up. Everything is moving all over the place, and we got to break it down in this video. We have to break down some stocks, what I'm doing in the markets, charts I personally like. So sit back, relax, take a sip of your water, get your free money from Moomoo. You get one free share of NEO guaranteed, and up to 5 other stocks, each of which could be valid up to $3,500. Is free money, guys. Use that link down below, deposit at least $100, and boom, you get your free money. And by the way, that promo, the free share of NEO promo, runs out in a couple of days, so make sure you guys get on that. So let's dive into it. It's currently about 2:45 on the East Coast. We're almost into power hour, and again, like I said, the markets are all over the place. The Russell's up 0.2, Nasdaq's down 0.2, the S&P's up 0.3%, and we have the Dow up 0.25%. VIX is down about 2%, gold's down 0.4%, silver's down about 1.2%. So what we're noticing here on SPY on the 4-hour chart is, again, it's up a little bit today, up 0.3%, and it seems like it's well on its way to filling the gap to about 458, which was that double top resistance in February. We hit that point early in February and in the middle of February, so it seems like that's where we're going. I mean, there's no resistance between where we are now and that level, and we already took out the highs from earlier this week. If you guys take a look on this 5-day chart, take a look. We broke out of the highs from 2 days ago, today being around 450.5, and today we actually got all the way up to 453 before dumping off, and now we're getting quite the V-shaped recovery. If you guys take a look on the intraday chart, like I said, we hit 453, dumped down to about 448, lost about 1% of the value there, and it's been recovering over the past couple of hours, and I have a feeling that in power hour, we might get a blow off top rally. That's kind of what I've been personally noticing heading into the close these past couple of days. We've gotten these ridiculous rallies. I mean, look at what happened yesterday. Power hour, SPY was trading at about 447, and then it ran all the way up to almost 451, a whole $4 in just 1 hour. And if we take a look at Triple Q, and I'll tell you what I did today, and I'm actually still in a trade right now. Triple Q is down 0.25% right now. It's trading above the highs from earlier this week, same as SPY. It broke out of 355, which was resistance in the middle of February. Now it looks like it wants to fill the gap all the way to about 367, maybe even 370 if we break out of 367. And take a look on this 5-day chart. You're noticing, again, we took out the highs from earlier this week. We got all the way to about 361 in the pre-market. We sold down to about 355, so from 361 pre-market to 355, which was the low from the intraday. The intraday chart here, you guys can see it on the intraday. Let me pull it up. You can see, again, from 361 down to 355, we lost about 1.5%, and we've been rallying ever since. And I actually ended up buying the dip on TQQQ. All you guys in my Patreon know that. You get all my buys, sells, call-outs, all that good stuff. I ended up buying it at 55.50 or 55.53, something like that. And now I'm up about $1 a share on that position. And again, it's an open trade. I didn't lock the profits in. I'm up about 2% as of right now. So I'm actually going to hold on to that probably for the next hour. I'm banking on that, blow off top rally. I'm not banking on it to make money because, again, I'm already up 2% on TQQQ, but it'd be nice to go up another 1-2%, maybe make about 4% on the trade if we do end up running towards those pre-market highs being around 57.80. 57.90. That's where I'm going to consider selling, and I might even sell at 57. It depends. We got to see how these next hour and 20 minutes end up going. So that's kind of what I'm noticing. Again, we're all over the place today, guys, but it does seem like the markets are trying to recover right now, heading into the close, which is pretty solid. We'll see how it ends up playing out. And if I pull up oil, you guys can see crude oil is up about 1% today. And now we're noticing, if I show you this chart, I'm noticing a bit of an inverse head and shoulders. We had a head and shoulders about 2-3 weeks ago, if you guys remember. We nailed that call out. It was right here. Let me show you guys with the oval tool. We had the head and shoulders right here, right? We called that out. We nailed it. This ended up selling off to about $90.95 a barrel, if you guys remember. And then we started ripping, right? So now I'm noticing an inverse head and shoulders. If I just clear the drawing set and now show you this, we're playing. It's playing out. The inverse head and shoulders playing out. Look at this, guys. We have the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder, and now we're bouncing off of the neckline. We're above the moving averages. I think this has a legitimate shot of going back up to maybe 120, 125 a barrel. Heck, it might even test 130 a barrel. I think that is possible still. I'm not, I'm bearish oil now. I'm not bearish oil, but it needs to break 115. That's where the bulls need to get out of. Or if we get rejected there, the bears are going to start gaining momentum, especially if it starts breaking under the moving averages on the 4-hour chart, which we're not doing that yet. We're riding the moving averages, which again is why I'm still bullish. And if we take out 115, it's going to go off, in my opinion. I think it's going to go to the moon. Maybe not to the moon, but you guys know what I mean, right? So I'm going to set my alert at $115 a share. Let me get some water, guys. Cheers. Happy Friday. I hope you did have a great week, even though the week is not over yet. But so far, it's been a great week. Hope you guys did do very well. So let's talk about some stocks now. If you haven't done so already, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe. It really helps me out in the YouTube algorithm. And don't forget to get your free money from Lumen. You get 1 free share of NEO guaranteed and up to 5 other stocks. And that runs out in a couple of days. So use that link down below, deposit at least $100, and boom, you get your free stocks. And let's talk about some of these that I'm looking at. XLE is one of them, which is an energy ETF. I've talked about this so much on my channel, guys. This is it's comprised of a bunch of the biggest energy companies in the world, right? And at this point, it's pushing $80 again, which, not to toot my own horn, but did I not mention that? Did I not say I think it's going to go to $78, $80 again? Here we are. We're almost breaking out. We are technically breaking out above the moving averages. The uptrend's holding, which is great. But by breaking out fully, we need to see a breakout of $80, which you guys can see. 80 was that high point from about 3 weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago, and we haven't broken out of it, since. We've failed there many times. So I'm noticing an ascending triangle here on this time frame. Clearly higher lows are being made, but again, we have resistance at about $80. So we got to take out 80. If that breaks, 85, maybe even 90, that's where this breakout could take XLE. JWM is another one that I'm looking at. Clear ascending triangle on this 4-hour chart. We have resistance at about $28, but we've been uptrending, making higher lows for a good month at this point. We hit $18.50, $19, $23, $26. Now we just got to break 28. If that happens, we will see the ascending triangle play out. So I have my alert at $28. We might be going to $30, $31 if this ends up playing out. Another one I'm looking at is LUMN, Lumen Technologies. This is up 4.6%. And this is not the best looking chart, I'll be honest with you guys. But the reason why I'm talking about it here is because, number one, it didn't trigger my alert because I didn't have an alert on it. But I was looking at it through my screener, right, my scanner. It pulled it up because it's up 4.6% today. And I'm noticing it's starting to break out of the moving averages. We're about to get a golden cross as well, potentially. We're trading at a multi-week high. And if we end up breaking out of, let's say, 1175, which was support for a good couple of months, 1150, 1175, that is where we could start breaking out towards the mid-high 12s, $13 again, which we've done multiple times over the past couple of months. Every time we've gotten over 11.75, $12. So we're not out of the woods yet, but the fact that we are moving out of the moving averages, We're gaining momentum. That is a good sign. So I'm going to put my alert at 1175 and watch what it does from there. Comerica is another one that I'm looking at. CMA, I'm noticing this is up 3% on the day. Uptrending channels continuing. We're above the moving averages. And I'm noticing an inverse head and shoulders. Let me show you guys this, which is it's a great looking pattern here, guys. We got the left shoulder head, right shoulder right here. Again, we're above the moving averages, and now we're getting a nice breakout today. And if we end up taking out, we're not out of the resistance from this week yet, but if we end up taking out the resistance from earlier this week being around 97.50, that is where I think we really could start pushing aggressively on Comerica back up to, let's say, the top of this channel, maybe 102, 103, maybe 105 if it really starts to break out. So that is CMA. Comerica, again, it's up 3% on the day, looking pretty solid. And the last one that I'm looking at here before we get into Power Hour, which is 5 minutes away, guys, is Sealed Air Corp. This is up. Another one that I got for my scanner, by the way. This one's up 2.8% right now. And I'm noticing an inverse head and shoulders now that I'm looking at it. It's pretty obvious here. Let me show you all. With the oval tool, we got the left shoulder, we got the head right here, we got the right shoulder. Pretty sloppy the way I drew it, but bear with me, guys, bear with me. That's what I'm seeing, and we're above both moving averages, and now we're actually about to test, well, we are testing the top of the wedge on this 4-hour chart, which is right around $70. We might as well just say 70, round number, $70. So I'm going to put my alert at 70. If this takes out the top of the wedge, and in general, I mean, 70 has been resistance since the beginning of this year. So for a good almost 2.5 months, if we break out of there, this might see a nice breakout, mid-70s, no problem based on this chart. So overall, that's it, guys. That's it. It's almost 3 p.m. I'm going to wrap this video up and gear up for the end of the session. It does look like Triple Q is moving up even more from where we started this video, which is great. Now I just want to see that volume kick up and for this to end up ripping into close. I think that's very possible by the way things are setting up. I could be wrong. I've been wrong in the past. But yeah. I'm in TQQQ. We're riding it, and we'll see how it goes down. So if you all found value, hit the like button, subscribe, get your free money from Moomoo. Again, you get 1 free share of NEO guaranteed, and up to 5 other stocks, each of which could be valid up to $3,500. Use that link down below, deposit at least $100, and boom, you get your money. Or if you don't want to use that link, you can go to StockSurfS.com/Moomoo. Same thing, just deposit $100, you get your money. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching as always. Peace out.